What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth, and today, man, I gotta do a video on my favorite sports title of all time. You know what that is? Dude, I got five reasons you should seriously consider picking up NBA Live 19 over the competitor. Now, this video is going to be less about NBA 2K19 and its shortcomings and more about NBA Live 19 and what it's going to bring to the table. I got a personal feeling that NBA Live 19 is going to surprise a lot of people this year, and reviewers around the globe can start giving this game some respect. Dare GameSpot, Dare IGN, and whoever big journalists, whoever you have reviewing these NBA Live games, please have them do it sincerely. Stop giving these 2K guys another basketball game to play, have them play 2 matches and then review it. It doesn't work that way. Give this game a real chance and some real respect, because if you do that, you will understand and you will see that NBA Live 19 will be the better game this year and the better choice for consumers. So let's check out my reasons. All right, reason number 1 I have is pricing, cost of entry. NBA Live 19 and previous NBA Live have not been expensive games. Sure, these games are coming in at $60, but over the last couple years, EA have been finding ways to get people to buy into NBA Live much cheaper, very cheaper. And if you have EA access, you can get 10% off this game. Of course, this is for Xbox users who have access to EA Access. By default, you get 10% off every EA published game, and you also get a week early access and a free 10-hour trial that you can download this game ahead of time, so you can get like a personal demo of the full game yourself to test it out with, like, really, if you pay for EA Access for the year, it's like $30, and if you do it monthly, it's about like $5. So a very cheap buy-in. But if you own NBA Live 18, you can literally pre-order it from the NBA Live 18 menu and get 33% off of it, which is bringing the price under like $40 if I'm not mistaken, because I paid $35 for it, and I don't know if that was a combination of EA Access plus the additional 30% off. The discount was pretty steep, so it was a no-brainer to do it. So the buy-in cost for NBA Live 19 is definitely not as high. I mean, think about it. You can actually have early access to this game with EA Access a week early. That's about $5 a month. But even if you don't have EA Access, just by pre-ordering NBA Live 19, you get this game a day early on September 6th. You are able to play the game September 6th by pre-ordering. So, and that's September 6th. The full game launches for everyone September 7th. Unlike NBA 2K, where the game launches a week later, but if you want to play the game early, you have to cough up an additional $50, $100 to get LeBron James on the cover and to get the game early, and a whole lot of microtransactions that you would probably have to buy about $75 of in real cash value. So, I mean, and we know with NBA Live, there's no microtransactions to that magnitude. And that's what brings me to my next reason to consider NBA Live 19. If you're watching this and what really drove you to this video is because you're either not a fan of basketball video games or you're not a fan of Live and you're coming off playing 2K for the last 10 years. The thing is about 2K is very expensive. Not just the $60 price tag or the $100 to $150 price tag based on the special edition you order. The game becomes expensive because of how much you're invested in it. So the game is very expensive to me for the simple fact that I only do online really head-to-head. I'm not invested into my player and my park and my Rex, all this other stuff for NBA 2K, because if I was, I would get more value into it. But then again, I would be spending more money into it because you have to pay for everything. Tattoos, sneakers, dunks, three-pointers, everything costs fucking money. Just to keep your guy on par with everybody else online, you have to throw in cash or you have to grind a whole lot. 2K has never really seemed to address that, and this isn't an issue in NBA Live. So NBA Live custom part of the game has been coming to its own with their own park system. It's My Player, their Rising Star, where you get your character. They allow you to create your own character. You grind. You do the campaign to build your stats up. You play through the challenges, the weekly events that they give to get your stats up to put you on that upper tier. Now everything that they got is cosmetic, so you'll earn your move just by grinding. But the little loot crates or the little crate boxes is really for tattoos, sneakers, and to my knowledge, at least in Live 18, I didn't have the option to buy those separately. I had to earn them or like get through the crates, or the only way I could buy them was buy my own currency. I had earned so much in-game currency, I used those to buy the crates to unlock special tattoos and special shorts and sneakers and stuff like that, or different celebration animations, while you got different currency in the game. Not that you have to pay with cash, skill tree, skill points to unlock, like to be a better shooter, a better dribbler, a better dunker, play better defense. NBA Live kind of offers that organically and does it the old school way, where you have to play to earn those stats, whereas 2K, you gotta pay to do that. So the thing about NBA Live 19, a reason to consider it, if you play 2K over the years, chances are you spent a whole lot of money throughout the year maintaining your character and keeping up with your peers online just to be competitive or just to find a spot on the court, because nobody was picking a brown shirt or playing to do with a brown shirt. In NBA Live, you don't have to worry about that. They look at your grade, your stats, and you're good to go. You could pick up and play with anyone, and EA is finding ways to improve it, and they do things differently. It's more like, imagine like every week they have something else for you to do with a group of people, or different challengers to play, whether it be content creators, like big content creators, or whether it be like all-star players in the NBA that you play against to get different unlockables and stuff online. And it's pretty amazing. I definitely think if you've been playing 2K for this whole time, or if you want more of a arcade or pick up and play style of a game, NBA Live should definitely be on the menu. Now, as far as content, 2K generally does offer more content. NBA Live is getting there, but one thing that NBA Live offers that the competition doesn't, and that is WNBA action. Now, sure, I know I don't know the stats on how many females is playing this game or watching this game, but we do know that the WNBA exists, and this is the first time the second time they're making an appearance in the basketball game. The first time was what, NBA Live 18, but this time they're having a bigger approach where the ladies, you create your players as well in this game and take it to the courts and do the damn thing and partner up with other people. So because I have a lot of girls here in the community that play NBA Live, and they had no choice but to pick the build guy players. Now they have the option to create female players, and that's kind of dope. I mean, that is dope. I'm not gonna lie. So this is one of the this whole inclusion movement that I've seen that I can appreciate, only because it does exist. I mean, the WNBA is going on right now, and we got some ballers in the WNBA. You got Maya Moore, you got your Skylar Diggins, you got your Candace Parkers, all of them, and there are females in our society who took an interest in basketball, whether it be the NBA or the WNBA, and they do play and they ball. Now they have a spot in the game, and for those women who game and like sports, NBA Live 19 is the game for you. When it comes to NBA Live, another reason to consider NBA Live, it's one thing that I can rely on EA to do with their franchise that I can't rely on 2K to do with their franchise, and that's improvement. Year over year, we got an improvement. I mean, think about it. Remember the Russell Westbrook meme of 2014, Live 2014? Look at that Russell Westbrook pick, and look at this Russell Westbrook pick. That's a big leap. That's actually a generational leap between games, and this in a matter of 4 years. So NBA Live 19, NBA Live with the series have gradually improved dramatically, whether it be visuals, animations, graphics. Oh my God, it just looks better. And even if you compare some of the players, the screenshots with 2K, NBA Live is taking a nod in a lot of these head-to-head comparisons. I mean, the facial models, the player models is just so much better, more accurate. A lot of the players on 2K look all glossy, like they took a bath in petroleum jelly. Their faces all smooth. And in NBA Live, their facial features are there. If the player has wrinkles in real life, he's going to have wrinkles in the game. If DeMar DeRozan's face is full of craters in real life, it's full of craters in the game. 2K try to smooth everybody over, and it's just I'm not feeling it. NBA Live, I feel like, have almost an accurate representation on most of their players, and that's one of the things I held against 2K for actually years. It's like they do some players well and some they don't, but NBA Live, they don't get the credit a lot for what they're able to do with their facial scannings, because this shit is on point. Another reasons I think you should consider NBA Live 19 this year is because gameplay. Now, a lot of people say Live doesn't have the right gameplay and whatnot, and I tend to disagree. I mean, there's some things that could be improved. There were minor things I felt they needed to improve, but one thing that Live has done better over the past 2 years in 2K, and that was the option to let you play defense, meaningful defense. I mean, in NBA Live, I control what exactly is going on. Like, as far as on the defensive end, if somebody's better than me, they better than me. If they're using like a Russell Westbrook, the only thing I don't like about Live with this is because the defensive mechanisms, at least in last year's game, was inconsistent. Sure, for the most time it works, but when they put you against a Westbrook or LeBron James, it's like that management, that feature of defense that you're playing gets disabled for that player to perform his dunk or to perform his dribble move. It's like it's completely disabled just so that offensive player can have its way. And that's the one thing I couldn't stand about Live 18, because certain players, even though like, well, it's like that in real life, but no, if I can control it all the way up to this point, now you're going to give me a player where it just doesn't work, that's bad. But for the most part, when you're playing NBA Live, at least 18, you can literally stop people's progression to the ball. You can have a legit shot at blocking the ball or contesting the shot, getting rid of somebody's green release by just being there on time to contest the shot, and it made you feel better. That's why when you made shots in NBA Live, you're like, damn, I made it. And when people miss, it felt like you actually caused a miss rather than it being a 50-50 chance. So that's one reason to consider NBA Live. I feel like their gameplay mechanics, the way that you handle the ball, the offensive control, the defensive control, is way superior in NBA Live than it is in 2K. Whereas 2K, the game is so simulated that the game, everything it plays defense on its own, meaning that, yeah, you don't have to play defense, but if the guy just keeps dribbling, he just by default, the ball would just fall from his hand. If you bump somebody, the ball is just gonna just go out of the play. Every pass is pretty much a turnover unless you're icon passing in NBA 2K. So those are a little bit of my gripes, and it has that boring gymnasium feel sound. It's not that ESPN TNT, the ABC shit that you get with that. I feel like NBA Live does a better job. Presentation, gameplay, I love it. 2K, the thing that 2K typically does well is soundtrack. Their commentary is better because it's more recognizable voices. Everybody knows damn, the TNT crew. What you got Shaq, you got Reggie Miller, you got damn, Chuck. Why can't I think of the white guy? Oh my god, with the glasses. His voice is very prominent. Very prominent. I don't know why I can't think of his name. So their presentation, it just seemed more authentic. But if you're familiar with ESPN and ABC, or like a Sunday basketball games or weekend basketball games, or during the NBA playoffs and watching it on ESPN, you're gonna be familiar with NBA Live's presentation, like NBA tip-off and all that stuff. So I mean, NBA Live has a lot going for it, and it's always the underdog going into the season, always the underdog, and I think they're going to have a lot to offer, and they're going to do it at a lower price It's low risk, high reward with this game, because trust me, if you've been getting your ass whooped in 2K by all these demigods, you should bring your ass over to NBA Live, because NBA Live doesn't have demigods. And if you were at least decent in 2K, you might be pretty good in NBA Live, and it might encourage you to play more and be more of a voice in the community. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Will you be picking up NBA Live 19 this year? If you are, let me know in the comment section below, and add me on Xbox Live, Gamertag Kid Smooth, or if you're on PlayStation, Gamertag Kid Nerd Smooth. I am out of here. Peace.